Joining us, I'm Dan Joseph.
And I'm Laura Kavanaugh. That's our top story tonight at 11. Heavy rains drenching our viewing area from the Oregon coast to Klamath County today. Some residents dealing with high water, rushing rivers, and flood warnings. The rain began pounding before sunrise, causing local waterways like the Illinois River to rise close to flood stage.
See those rocks out there? Those are the highest point in the river, right at this place. And you can see they're almost underwater.
In a matter of hours, close to 3 inches of rain fell in the Illinois Valley, bringing river levels up and posing potential hazards for some drivers and thrills for others.
Well, it's up to the top of the tires.
The extreme moisture also causing headaches for low-lying residents in Gold Hill who saw flooding in parts of their backyards.
If they have to pull out, then I'll probably pull out. And there's other places in the park where I can just pull right in and up on the other end of it, so I'm not worried.
In the Lazy Acres RV park in Gold Hill, a boat was completely submerged in water. A nearby bridge, which residents told us usually sits above water, was also partially submerged. But on the south coast, the threat is far from over. Rain is expected to swell the South Fork of the Coquille River to 40 feet, the main stream to 25 feet. And that's prompting a major flood warning from the National Weather Service. Coos County officials warn the high water is swift moving, and they say do not underestimate it.
Currents are unbelievable, but unless it's bumping up against something, you just really can't tell how quick that current is.
Officials say just 6 inches of fast-moving water can sweep an adult off their feet. And if you think you're safe in that truck, think again. It takes only 2 feet of water to carry most vehicles away. And for a first look at the latest conditions, we turn to meteorologist Jeff Heaton. Jeff, there's another system on the way, right?
Yeah, indeed. We are talking about more rain for Saturday, but notice how we're getting a break. And for many coastal areas, that's the first break in 72 hours or more. As this precipitation, the main band moves off to the north. It's moving like a quasi-stationary front, but it's starting to show a lot more motion now. Instead of going a little bit north, a little bit south, a little bit north, it's actually moving well to the north. Well, it's going to move through during the day on Saturday. Now, we have seen the rivers crest with the exception of 2, the Coquille, aforementioned Coquille, and also the Sprague River, which is fed very much by snowmelt, which we've had a ton of. But that'll also ease off as we get into the later hours on Saturday. So again, they're going to change the headlines. We'll be going from a lot of flooding to some pretty low snow levels to talk about. I'll give you all the details. That's coming up later in the broadcast.